All right, so now we go into the second episode. I will say, I think the first episode I gave what a 7.58, whatever I gave in that. I already forgot. I'm getting old, but this one I would have to give a 6.5 at best. I would have to admit that this episode had a lot less action to it than the first, and a lot less than what I expected. There were some good fight scenes in this one. Don't get me wrong, especially given Jessica Elaine's character and what she was doing in there. Now, just to give a little bit of a spoiler alert, um, I have a feeling that, and I haven't heard anybody say this yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's coming. I have a feeling that one of the main reasons why people didn't like this episode, and probably why they may not have liked the third episode. Now, once I see that, I'm gonna do a video on it, video review on it. Once I see that, but I have a feeling that people thought it was woke, and the reason I think it was woke is because, well, she's a black woman who can fight, and she fought a few dudes at once. Not as much as Anna de Armas's character from Ballerina, but it was kind of similar to that. But she was doing it more so martial arts street fight type thing, like more so that she wasn't like using like she had some guns and a knife at one point, I believe, but not a whole bunch of crazy weapons like the others were using. So I think if I didn't know any better, as I was looking at that, I said, well, she's a black woman and she's fighting a bunch of dudes at once, so they're gonna say woke garbage. Now, had there been a lot more action in this episode, would it have gotten better reviews? I think so, because let's face it, action is just something that a lot of people are attracted to as far as movies and shows. So here's the brief synopsis. With a cache of modified weapons, a team of shadow mercenaries, and a top hitman in place, Winston finalizes his mission. Tension escalates as higher ups order Cormac to find the object Frankie stole. Meanwhile, Detective KD starts zeroing in on who she suspects had a hand in killing her family, which also leads her to the Continental Hotel. So Cormac is a mob boss. He's played by Mel Gibson. And then, of course, you have Winston, who's the main character, and he's played by Colin Woodell. His brother Frankie, spoiler alert, who was killed at the end of the first episode, and he was played by Ben Robson. And KD, who's a detective, she's played by Michelle Prada. So, and Frankie's wife Yen is played by Nung Kate. Is it Hung Nyung Kate? It's Nhung. For right now, I'm just gonna say Nung Kate. I'm sorry. I know I butchered that name somehow, but you had Kirk Ward as one of the henchmen. You had Adam Shapiro as Lemmy. So I couldn't find any like audience reviews off that episode alone, and I think that because it is a mini series and it's only 3 episodes, I think people when they gave their reviews on it, they just talked about the whole show altogether. They didn't do it episode by episode, not like they do some other shows like primetime crime drama shows like on NBC or CBS or whatever. But this one I give a 6.5 at best. So I would say it was kind of all right. Usually with me, something has to get at least a 7 for it to be good. If it's a 6.5, that means it was kind of somewhat good. Not something I would be quick to rewatch, but I don't know. I think it's kind of worth a watch a little bit. So I gotta say, I'm ready for the last episode. Hopefully, it's better than the first two, and hopefully, it is. Hopefully, it doesn't end on a cliffhanger because I say this in every video. I hate cliffhangers. I've seen some shows that have some of the worst cliffhangers, like the End Game, which I'll talk about that in another video. And One of Us is Lying. I've already covered that. And then there was another one. Oh yeah, Eye Candy. So I don't think their cliffhanger was as bad as the other two, but still, it was. They could have done an extra season or finished it off with a 1 hour special or something. But anyway, if you've seen this show, you tell me what you think. So if you're watching this on Facebook, the link to my YouTube is in the comment section. Go to my About section. You'll find all my other links: Twitter, Blue Sky, TikTok, Instagram. Go to my About section on YouTube. Give me a subscription. I'm trying to reach 500 by the end of the year. Right now, I'm at 427. In my About section, I have all the links to the things I just listed: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that. So also help me on Blue Sky. Since I just started that, I only got like 5 or 6 followers on there. So help me out, give me a subscription, and stay tuned.